you're going to get replaced by AI. You've probably heard that a lot in these past couple of months, or maybe you've heard this one. This one, it's so intriguing to me. This one. AI won't replace you. Someone using AI will. Now, that first phrase, honestly, who knows? And it really just seems like something that's out of our control. So, like a good stoic, I don't like to focus on things that I can't control. But that second one, like I mentioned, is intriguing because it sort of gives you an idea that there's something that you can do to become someone who leverages AI to minimize the opportunity to be replaced by it, but also to improve your own productivity and become more efficient, right? So this is actually something that I've been trying to figure out for myself for the past couple of months. And I have a framework that I've developed that I now want to share with you all. Also, I've got a lot of free learning content for AI and upskilling in different areas of AI, specifically for different learn challenges. And I'll share those at the end. It's all free, of course. With all that being said, hi, I'm GPS. I do cloud things here on YouTube and at Microsoft. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, notifications, all those YouTube stuff. And welcome to a new video. All right, to better understand where these tools fit into place and also to place any future tools in a right position, I came up with what I call the cloud project journey. And it essentially divides the whole process of creating a project in the cloud from start to completed into 3 different phases. This is useful for 2 different things, actually. First, whenever you're working on anything really, and cloud is no exception to that, you're going to get stuck. And since we're flawed human beings with very flawed mentalities, we tend to think in totalities. That means when we're doing something and we get stuck, we get blocked, we can't figure something out, we tend to think that we're complete failures at the entire task instead of pinpointing where we're actually stuck. So dividing a whole project or the journey of creating a project into different phases has always helped me pinpoint my blocker and then troubleshoot from there. Second, it gives us a neat way of categorizing these AI tools into specific phases. That way we can better understand how we can leverage them. And it also makes it easy for us to place future tools into these phases as well. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's dive into the first phase. That is what I like to call the planner phase. The planner phase, your mentality is figuring out everything you need to actually build or improve the project that you want to work on. So gathering any requirements, limitations, restraints, budgets, rules, defining the steps you're going to take, outlining the tools you're going to use, building any diagrams, reading any documentation, upskilling in anything you need. Everything you do before you actually go and build something, this is what is in the planner stage. For this, the absolute best tool, and it's something I actually pay for, is ChatGPT. I think it's like $20, $21 a month. I pay out of my pocket. I don't make Microsoft pay for it, though maybe I could, but I don't. I pay for it. I use it every single day. From figuring out what a root canal actually is. I recently got a root canal done, and I wanted to understand more of what the process of having a root canal done to you actually entails. From figuring out car insurance, recently purchased a car, so I wanted to understand more about car insurance, warranties, and of course, outlining the steps for projects. I used it to outline a YouTube AI chatbot project that I'm working on. Also to outline steps to improve projects that I already have. I've improved the performance on the Learn to Cloud APIs thanks to the outlines that I've worked with ChatGPT to create. I've improved the Define the Cloud website, both UI and performance on the APIs. Thanks to it, it's a great tool overall to define what you need. And you talk to it. You flesh your ideas out. It's kind of like journaling, where in a way you have just these very muggy and foggy thoughts at the beginning or the end of your day, and you put pen to paper and you can sort of really have a better idea of what's in your mind when you kind of talk it through with your journal. Except this is more in the concept of a technology project, right? It's fantastic. I find that it's best when you leverage it as an assistant, meaning you come in with an idea and you flesh it out alongside ChatGPT. I don't think it's very creative when it comes to trying to come up with new project ideas. They seem very, very generic. But if you come with it and you flesh out the idea that you want to work on, 100% worth it. It's something that I use every single day. I'm not kidding. I look up everything here. It's pretty much replaced Google for me in most contexts. In the context that it hasn't replaced Google is, for example, if there's a specific website, like if I want to find something on Reddit, for example, I'll just, type in the search and I'll put Reddit at the end because I want to find specific Reddit links. But pretty much everything else, ChatGPT is the way to go. All right, phase number 2, builder phase, the fun phase. You're actually going and implementing everything that you planned out in phase number 1. For me, the majority, I think 95% of this work is done inside of VS Code, which is my editor of choice. I have my extension installed. I got my theme. I got everything set up the way that I want it to be. I've got everything that I need to deploy, to implement different DevOps projects, to code. Everything is in VS Code. And I'm someone who would prefer to not have to context switch, to not be in a different window. So I wanted a tool that I could just use inside of VS Code here, and GitHub Copilot is that exact tool. There are 2 parts to GitHub Copilot that I leverage. One, the AI pair programmer, which will actually inline as you're coding, generate code for you. And the second is the GitHub Copilot chat feature. I use them both. I tend to use the chat more. The pair programmer is fantastic. And for me, in the context of generating code that is more like boilerplate, if there's anything a little bit more creative, a little bit more under the hood, I tend to manually type that out. Maybe I'm just old school. I don't know. But boilerplate stuff, it's fantastic. The chat feature, however, amazing. I find myself doing things like cloning other people's repos and just highlighting specific areas of the code and asking Copilot chat, hey, what is this doing? Or highlighting different lines of my code that I've already implemented and saying, hey, how can I improve this? Or it's sort of like having Chat GPT, but just in the context of your code inside of VS Code. It is fantastic. I love that I can just be focused in my, I got my noise canceling headphones on. I'm playing binaural beats, or I'm playing my favorite album of all time, which is Alive 2007 by Daft Punk. And I'm just like in the zone and I'm working and I don't got to switch. It's everything there that I needed to. And if you're someone who likes to understand the ins and outs and the details of something, then having this companion, this chat feature where you can just ask it, hey, give me a little bit more context of what's going on here, is amazing. And the last phase is the shipper phase, probably the most boring one, but the most crucial one. Anything that anyone will need to leverage your project is most likely going to be created here. Documentation, FAQs, instructions, any content, blog posts, videos, anything like that. Any those types of tasks where you're going to be writing a lot. ChatGPT, bing, massive helpers here. Type in what you need, have it expand on your ideas, leverage that as a first draft. Fantastic. Finally, I promised you some content to actually learn AI. And there's actually 4 challenges that Microsoft is launching. I believe they start the 17th of July. And there's one on, so say you are interested in understanding more about DevOps in the context of machine learning, look into the ML Ops Challenge. If you are interested in building AI projects with things like low-code type products with like Power Apps, Power Platform, things like that, check out the AI Builder Challenge. There's also the Machine Learning Challenge. If you want to understand how to build models using different technologies, look at that one. And there's also the Cognitive Services ones. There are a bunch of services that exist already in Azure that you can leverage via APIs or via something similar to that and implement into your projects without having to go and build a model from scratch. Be on the lookout for that challenge as well. It's all free. It's all at your pace. And I know there's like a time limit that you need to finish it. I think it's like a month or something like that. I'll have the link to everything that you need in the description. But yeah, this is great quality content. The team has put a lot of work to make sure you're actually going to learn something as you step through it. So be sure to take a look at that. All right, that's it for this video. Let me know which challenge you're going to be taking, and let me know which AI tools are you leveraging to make more and better cloud projects. All right, I'll see you in the next video.